What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are down at our main shop. I have our Skyrack pulled in here behind me. We had this machine brought down last week, and as you can tell, there's been a little bit of work done to it. All of the decals are starting to get pulled off of it. There's a couple small ones left to go. Some of the decals are not going to come off. Like this one, we're not sure if we're going to take it off unless we can find this exact decal. There is a part number here, so we should be able to find it. But stuff like this, definitely not coming off. This is your serial number. And machine specific stuff we're going to keep on here. The diesel sticker, that'll come off, and this decal that's part of the logo will come off as well. On the doors here, this door, and this door over here, the decals came off a lot easier. You can see it's just a different color and it's completely smooth, not really tacky at all. But this up here is actually tacky from the glue behind the logo. Oh shit, looks like we have a leak here. Maybe hydraulic. What is this? It's like, I can't tell what it is. It looks like greenish. I don't know what that is. Oh, hopefully it's coming out of here, this axle. Hopefully it's just that fitting up there. I'm gonna have to get a light in a second and look at that. But anyway, all of these tow hook decals are coming off. Oh, that one, I'm not sure if we'll take off. There's a part number there, so we could get that as well. Hydraulic oil, we'll take that off. But our plan is to rough up this entire machine and respray it. We're gonna do the black on the pistons first, because obviously that's all smaller. I think we're gonna go through the frame as well, do everything underneath, repaint it, and then we're gonna do the orange. You can tell in some spots, I'm not sure. This door, actually, you can see it. This looks more of like a pink. This is more of like an orange, but the one spot I noticed the most, it looks like the cab is a completely different orange than the rest of the machine. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but this cab in pictures looks like a completely different color. Obviously behind the stickers and stuff, it's a different orange, but we are gonna respray this entire machine. So obviously we'll start with the black first. The wheels, I think we might redo in gray as well. We do have to clean them up. They're a bit dirty still, but the main focus of this is to get it all stripped down, roughed up a little bit. We're not gonna take the paint completely off, and then we're gonna respray it with an orange. But I need to move this out of the way. I have our Red International here right outside, the one that we bought last year, and we have to get the plows off of it. So they are gonna go in the bed of that machine. I can't do that alone, but I can get the plows off and at least in here. That way, when Rodrigo and the other guys get here later, if I'm not here, they can load it in the bed by themselves, or they can help me load it. Anyway, let's move this machine and then we'll start pulling those plows off. All right, so we already got the cable lift off of the piston. We dropped this the other day when we knew we were gonna take this apart. I do have to get these off, which these are super simple on this truck. That pin comes out, you lift these up, and I think you can relock it. There should be another, yep. Let me put my camera somewhere real quick. Hopefully you guys can see that. So you put this pin, come on, back in there. So now you can put a chain on this plow, which I'm looking at it, there's not really a good spot to lift this plow from. There should be a hole here or a D-ring welded to the top there. Not exactly sure how I'm gonna move it. I might have to put a chain across right under this tube all the way to the other one, but then that limits being able to get it through the door here. So it would be a lot nicer if I could lift it from one point. Anyway, let me grab a chain, hop in the machine, and we'll figure this out. right, my camera died, but we got the plow inside. We had just enough room to swing it. I had to back in here and then do like a 3-point turn here, but got this plow off pretty easy. Time to grab the wing plow.
El pico hizo cal. Así ve.
Anthony, what happened?
Ya ve. Ya ve, eso no puedo.
This is the problema right here. No tiene nada aquí. This is the fucking problema. All right, guys, we got the wing off, and that was a bit more of a project than we were expecting. So I should have thought about it because our other red truck kind of has a similar issue, but we've already dealt with the issue on that one. And this is the first time we ever pulled the wing off of this truck. But basically there's two things that happened here. First off, this was up higher. This piston was a bit more extended, and this pin, when we went to slide it out, was hitting the exhaust like there. So obviously we could never get the pin fully out. But these hoses right now are currently looped together somewhere up in there, and this piston is basically hydraulic locked. It can't move up or down, and there's no more controller in the cab port. That means the guys that we bought this from eliminated the control for this piston. This piston is really to lift the back of the wing up. You can lift the front up as well, and you can shelf snowbanks. That's not something we do, and obviously it's not something that the guys that we bought it from did either. So being that these hoses are looped and this was hydro locked, we couldn't get the piston down, and this fitting was super tight. We ended up having to torch it and loosen it up, let the oil drain. I was standing up on that, and eventually we got enough oil out of it that this was lower than the exhaust there, and we could pull the pin, obviously pull the arms and whatnot. But something that we do on ours is we eliminate the hoses. We push this. It doesn't even really matter. I guess it could be right here. It probably does matter for the angle of your wing plow, which is something we'll have to think about when we put it back on. But we put a bolt right here to stop this from being able to slide up. When you're plowing and you push something, it'll want to lift the arms up, and then obviously your wing just gets closer and closer to the cab of the truck here. So a little bit of a project, something we're gonna have to keep in mind come next winter, well, next fall really, when we put this truck back together. But we are making a bunch of changes on that truck over the summer as well. We're going to pull that dump body off, clean up the frame, and mount a sander right on the frame of that truck. So who knows, maybe we'll make the changes to that wing plow when we do all of that. Anyway, that is gonna wrap it up for this one. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.